Alexa, what time is it?
Time to get the heat fixed, David. I'm freezing.
What?
I'm cold. Call HVAC services.
It's not that cold. Plus, you're not even a human.
They do heating and cooling 24 hours a day on any brand, anytime. Plus, do you know who wakes you up in the morning?
You do, Alexa?
Enjoy me keeping your shopping lists?
Yeah?
Then call HVAC services at 270-651-3841 before I cancel all your appointments.
I'm Mica Wood Pence, and I'm the family court judge in Barren and Metcalfe counties. I'm the mom of an adorable 4-year-old named Chandler. I'm the wife of Wayne Pence, and I'm a lifelong Barren County resident from the great area of Temple Hill, and lucky to have a lot of family still around here that I get to spend a lot of time with. Well, I grew up in Temple Hill, and when I say Temple Hill, I mean downtown Temple Hill. I could walk to the school and to the Paul's Minute Mart, which was a couple doors down. But I also grew up with law enforcement parents. So I had some unique experiences growing up. My dad fought in the first Desert Storm. So my first grade year, my dad was gone. And of course, Mom had a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old at home. My sister Michelle is 10 years older than me, and she's always been an incredible role model for me. But it got interesting when she was also my coach. So I've always been very involved in athletics, loved softball, but played basketball and other things when I was younger. Dance team when I was a little older. But my junior year of high school, my sister was my head softball coach. So that was a fun experience for the family. But my family's always been very supportive and very critical of everything that I do. They always push me to be my best. And I grew up a lot like an only child with 2 moms and a dad, because Michelle is 10 years older and a teacher, and often, once I reached middle school, involved in school with me as well. I loved Temple Hill. I still love Temple Hill, and my family, a lot of them still live there. We call it the 7-mile loop of where my granddaddy's farm was that we would drive around.
Law school was on Mica's radar from an early age. In fact, her all-time dream was to become the President of the United States. But she also had aspirations to go into law enforcement or an FBI agent. But her father insisted she get a law degree first.
I've always been argumentative, so people had always pointed me in this direction. But I actually clerked for Nancy Botts in the circuit clerk's office downstairs when I was a senior in high school, and then my first year of college as well. And that's when I really knew that this was what I wanted to do.
After Georgetown College, it was time for law school. Mica applied to 2 schools, but ended up going to the University of Kentucky Law School.
Law school is an interesting experience, but it really does change the way you think about things. And so that was a tough experience. Law schools were a really, really tough experience. I can't say that I liked law school. I made some great friends in law school and had great experience my 3L year working at the legal clinic.
Mica imagined a career as a prosecutor. Criminal law was where her interests lay, but quickly things went the other direction when clients began coming to her for questions with family law matters.
So I really thought I was going to do criminal law, but that's not the calls you get as a female attorney. I found that the calls that I was getting, being a female lawyer, would be from males wanting me to represent them in family law cases.
And so her career in family law began. Mica eventually took to running for office, where she now serves as the family court judge in Barren and Metcalfe counties.
Judge Nance had another 4 years, and I didn't know whether he was running again or what his plans were. So when he resigned, I knew that that was my time and that this was my area and this is where my community needed me. So it's not just about knowing that this was a good fit for me, but this is where my community needed me.
A young Mica didn't realize that growing up in such a family-led environment would help her one day as a judge. But each day in the courtroom is a new challenge, and hearing some things in the courtroom is bad, but knowing she can help makes it all worth it.
If the community were to hear the stories that I hear every day, I think they would be shocked about what's going on with their neighbors. And so if there's anything else that I could say, it was just make sure you're keeping an eye out on those kids that live next door and being someone for them to, run to if they need something, or to check in with them and make sure everything's okay. And all families go through hard times.
Coming back to the community that built her was an important part for Mica.
It's the encouragement from the whole community. When you have dreams and want to do something, it's like the people in this community fully get behind you. Like when you see someone local open a new business, I feel like people on Facebook and people around here just try to support them so much to achieve their dreams, and the people here truly did for me.
That's why she's decided to settle down in Glasgow and build her family here with such an awesome community.
We love Disney World. So as a family, that's kind of our big escape. COVID put lots of dampers on big plans for us, but that's kind of what we save up to do as our getaway a lot with him. But any new experience with Chandler is always fun. He's always doing something to lighten the mood and make me smile, and he's the reason that I can refocus every day. When you come home to a 4-year-old child after hearing some terrible things that kids have gone through and terrible experiences they've had, he is what resets me every day. And, I see why it's worth it every day when I go home to him.
This is Mica Wood Pence, and this has been Meet My Neighbor.